just where he was needed. Gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing. Faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. And when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. A significant life, just what it was needed. Clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice, dead. And in the eyes of time, nobody is losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn.
All right, we got the time lapse going. We're taking some photos of this scene. The light keeps coming through just a little bit, but the flat irons are not poking out. Really beautiful, but it's one of those scenes where I know that the flat irons are there. So no matter what shot I take of this, I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna end up, liking it enough, but I will put one on the screen after I'm done talking right now. Absolutely gorgeous morning here in Boulder. You can tell the snow was really sticky considering how stuck it is to this fence. The snow is not always like this. That's why I wanted to come out here, is because what ends up happening is when it's a really wet snow, so that when it's, now I'm from Florida, so don't quote me on any of this, but from what I understand, when it's really wet and thick, it kind of sticks to everything. And that usually happens when the temperature is just enough for it to snow, but not really freeze. So all the trees are just have snow stuck to them. That's why I wanted to come out here and shoot this morning and hopefully maybe get a little bit of these flat irons. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna stay in clouds until the light is not good enough anymore. But still a great morning, and we have some filters to talk about that I'm super excited for. Haven't tested them yet. I'm not even using them yet on any of these shots, but I wanna talk about them more like a preview. So stay tuned for that. Gonna keep taking some shots. Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. All right, back to shooting.
When we finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Okay, so it is super windy outside. I'm gonna try to get through this really quickly. We'll see what happens. So I know many of you clicked on this to check out these filters right here that you've been wondering about since you saw the thumbnail and the title. And this isn't a review, so this is just a preview. I actually haven't shot any photos with this yet, but I will put some test images on the screen of just coloration, but I'm not gonna have any words about them. I'm just gonna put a control shot, the 3-stop shot, the 6-stop shot, the 10-stop shot, and the CPL, all with the same settings, and you get to see what the colorations of those are. Again, this isn't a review, just a preview, and I really just wanted to talk about a couple of the things that I like about this system. So the first thing is that I've been using magnetic filters for over a year. Hey, pardon the interruption. I just wanted to say that if you want to support me in more ways than like and subscribing to this channel, you can do that with a little link down below where you can find things like my calendar. The holidays are coming up and you can get it for photographers and non-photographers alike. Even if they don't watch this channel, they can scan those little QR codes and see how the images were taken on the calendar. I think that's pretty cool. You can also check out my Patreon down below where you can get things like postcards once a month, or you can see the behind the scenes edits of, I just uploaded the one from my iPhone review of the Blue Hour shot. I do both the edit on my R5 and on the iPhone, so you can see that on there as well. And last but not least, I've recently made some 3D wallpapers using the new iOS 16 that I think are pretty cool. You can also check out on that link down below. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let's get back to the video. I've been using these Freewell system that they sent me and I did a review on that you can check out here. And a few things about that system are that the magnet has kind of weakened over time, but it was never that strong in the first place. So here I have my CPL and I can just kind of pull this apart delicately. That was, most of that force was just me making sure I didn't drop anything. And it hasn't really fallen off, but it's always been a concern. Another thing that's really, I hate is how heavy this lens cap is. It is just so heavy pointlessly that anytime I pull my camera out of the bag in this direction, the lens cap just falls off. The thing is, I haven't really had any glaring issues with those. I hate the heavy lens cap, but in terms of image quality, all that stuff, they've been great. So I have no complaints about that system, or I wouldn't recommend not getting it. However, I really love innovation and I really love small details of new things, or just taking old products and then adding things to them that just make sense. And that is what Maven has done with this filter system. So you've probably already noticed that all of these are different colors, which tells you which filter is which, but what you probably didn't notice is that actually on the knurls on some of these, it'll tell you which filter is which as well. So on the red, purple, and gold filter, there's actually little knurls that indicate 3 stops, 6 stops, and 10 stops. I think that's really cool. And then on the CPL, which is a little bit thicker, it has knurls all the way around. And it means that when I stack my filters like this, I can instantly tell which is which. The silver is the splash guard or UV filter that you're used to. And like I said, red is 3-stop, purple is 6-stop, gold is 10-stop, blue is the CPL. And one other small detail that I really love, let's see if I can get it off of here, is that the lens cap has this nice little felt insert, and it's way lighter than the other lens cap. Super nice. But also, all of the magnets are ridiculously strong, like much stronger than before. Let's see if I can pick up this entire thing with just this top magnet here. Yeah, it's way stronger. I would say probably double the strength of my Freewell system. Now, these are brand new and magnets do deteriorate over time a little bit, so you have to factor that in. But overall, just everything about this system, the manufacturing, all of the knurling on it just seems higher quality. Every piece seems higher quality. The other thing is you might not be able to tell. Let's see if I can get into focus. All of the rings have which filter they are on the inside written if you ever forget which is which. Hopefully you can see that up there. Also, little small details like that. And it's just super cool that I can just look very quickly, keep these stacked, and it's just really easy to tell which is which. The magnets are stronger, and again, attention to detail is a marked improvement over all the magnetic filters I've seen. Okay, so the last thing I want to say about these has nothing to do with the actual system, it actually has to do with the person. So I saw Nick Page's video on this on Monday. It is currently Saturday of me filming this. That Monday, I reached out to the guy that started the Kickstarter, the CEO of the company. It's just a guy that came up with the idea to make these and manufacture them. And within an hour and 20 minutes, he had overnighted this set to me. So from the first message saying, hey, I would like to check these out, I would like to make this video about them, within an hour and 20 minutes, he had already shipped them and sent them to me, while in the final week of the Kickstarter, meaning I know he is super busy. So Michael, thank you. This meant a lot to me because it felt like I wasn't just talking to a big company or asking for something ridiculous. And the fact that he took the time within an hour to accommodate me, because I can't get stuff sent to me normally because I'm always on the move. And I said, hey, I might be leaving this weekend. Whatever you can do to get these to me as quick as possible, I will even help facilitate it. And like I said, within an hour and 20 minutes, he had sent these overnight to me the next day, which was super impressive. And he's already been open to feedback. He's talked to me a bunch about different ideas. And this is in the final weeks of a, to my knowledge, hundreds of $1,000s Kickstarter that he's about to have to fulfill. So I think that's really cool. And it means to me that this guy actually just really cares about photographers out there. And he just had a lot of things to say and a lot of things to talk about and took the time out of his day to get these to me and send them to me. And honestly, the product so far is really sweet. I'm really excited to use these. Like I said, I'm gonna have some images at the end if you wanna see the image quality. Not gonna be a scientific test, it's just gonna be some quick control and then each filter, the CPL and the 3-stop, the 6-stop, and the 10-stop. Always remember that every filter is gonna have some slight coloration to it. The important thing to look for is that it's universal and that it's not too much. But if you are interested in a full review, make sure you subscribe down below for that, as I will have one once I have more time to test it. Finally, if you're interested in this system or buying it now that the Kickstarter is over, I will have a link down below. I'm not entirely sure what the system's gonna be yet. I think Michael said maybe an Indiegogo where you can go on there and buy them at a discount. Just look for that link down below. And as always, if you like this video, like it, consider subscribing if you want to see the review for these or if you loved it, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.